chip oil. So this is just a quick video on the ULA replacement chip. Great guy Geoff Wells. It's got the code, you know, of another guy off the internet, and he sort of programs it onto these chips for us. Something along those lines. Apologies if that detail's wrong, but yeah, I can provide the link to the website that gives you that sort of the background aspect. But ultimately, Geoff very kindly provides these at a really great price to people on the forum. So yeah, thank you very much. So you can see there's a lot of stuff there going on. Soldering iron, handy. So in order to fit these, general detail is you need to add a 47k ohm resistor on the back of IC2 between a couple of certain pins, and again those pins are linked on the web link, which I'll grab and put in the detail section of this YouTube video. So that goes into there. Obviously you have to swiftly, carefully, not to overheat that particular IC. You also have to remove R5, which you can just about see R5 in the middle there. So you can basically unsolder it, or if you have some really nice pliers, you can gently pull it out. So a couple of options there. I just unsolder it and pull it out with some tweezers. So that's that. You then need to get on here the red socket. So you've got pin 1 here, then a blank pin, then all the way down to pin 10. You need to remove pin 8. So what you can do is you can just either cut this wire, which I've covered in black heat shrink. You can cut it a centimetre up, so it doesn't touch anything else, or you can gently pull it out with a pair of pliers like that. Pull it out, cover it in heat shrink, or pull it out, cut a centimetre off. Whatever you need to do is fine, as long as you know the wire you've left doesn't touch anything else. So that's important there. And in here, you just need to insert the chip, and also you need to take out the old chip very, very carefully. Because it has lots of pins on it. This is also another one of those ones, but same sort of thing, you know. So you pull out the chip carefully. What you do is you get a screwdriver like this. You'll put it in underneath, lever it up a little bit, put it in underneath there, lever it up a little bit, and then pull it out. Sometimes these got corrosion on, crap on. Sometimes they're quite tight. Most of the time they're fine. If it's corrosion-y, crappy, you know, doing this modification probably will work. But if it is crappy and shitty on there, then you will need to get some contact cleaner in there, scrub it, brush it, whatever. This particular one here I actually had to replace. So we had to actually replace this the chip holder underneath it, because the chip holder itself was corroded. So these are dirt cheap. They're about a £5 for 4 of these chip holders, but obviously there's 24 pins I think on it roughly, so it requires obviously some skills to solder them in. So that's that on there. And also this one here, the sockets for the pins are actually slightly closer together, so you actually very, very carefully need to bend in the pins on the chip ever so slightly. It's like, you know, it's a fraction of a millimetre. Bend them in slightly in order to push the end nice and neatly so it goes in properly and doesn't bend anything. So it's really easy to fit it normally if you've got a good chip holder, so that's fine. And so you plug it in, I'll show you. Plug it in, does that, cool. Give it some throttle. So obviously normally I'll be holding this normally, so actually let me hold my elbow. And that's what I'm expecting to see. So the way these LEDs work on this chip is different from a normal one. So on a normal one you'd have one LED at a time would light up. On this one here, if you have a maximum, say, stress through the motor, so you actually have to pull away, it will go, all of them will go up to red. As you're gathering speed, the red will drop off, all of these will stay lit up to amber, and then all of them stay lit up to green, etc. Now there's obviously the motor here, there's no one sat in the C5, there's no gearbox on it, there's no stress, it's under minimal stress. That's where it goes to the first green and a little bit of the second green, you know, on the initial load. So that is that operating as I was expected to. If you have something, just for your information, as a light bulb, if you have a normal chip and you connect your light bulb up to the 2 connectors, the light bulb will light up and it will go on to green here. But with this one here, you do actually need to have something meteor, such as this motor here, in order for it to recognise and go straight to green. So just be aware, because I was testing it with this, thinking, oh my god, it's not working. You know, put the motor on, draws much more load, much more current than it does go up to the couple of greens there. I tried to hold the end of the motor onto the wood to push it down, give it some more stress, but it'll still do maximum two greens on there. So that's that, yeah. So normally this is my normal loom underneath here, which has all the pins connected, and obviously I've now got my special secondary loom here, which I connect to my test board, which with say pin 8 removed, so I can test and attempt to fix electronics with this setup on. As a point to note as well, as other repairs done to these items, such as this capacitor here was loose, this IC here, nothing else on this one. The common thing is IC2 and IC1 is ultra common. You can measure it, but it's something along the lines of 12 volts goes in and 6 volts I think goes out, and if it's anything else going out, then you know that's packed up as well. So there's a few extra things there. Condition of the red sockets is incredibly important. The sockets in here are pretty much always spot on. Sometimes you have the wires pulling out of these two, which for the thermistor style type items just down here, but normally the big problem is the red connector here that goes into here, because that's really exposed to weather, and obviously these are 35-40 years old, whatever. So luckily now there's a guy on eBay, he's got a big bunch of these, and you can sell them to you for about £3 each posted. If you go on to C5 Owners Forum, he'll do them for like £2.50 each posted, bargain. But you do need a special tool to install the cables. Sorry, excuse my bloodied hand, this is from working on this. You do need a tool out, which I've modified. This costs £1.79, and I've modified the cut the end bit off there, and ultimately you just pull each wire out one at a time and cut the old crappy bit of wire off and poke the new wire down into here, and then push the wire in using this to sort of splice the wire to it. Now it's incredibly important when you push them in to then do continuity check to make sure you definitely pushed it in all the way and it's done properly. So I found earlier that like one of the pins, it looked like it was in fine, but it wasn't making good enough contact, and that was causing problems. So that is a big problem, that particular one there. So you get your multimeter here, you put it onto your continuity check, which is this one here at the bottom of mine, and all I do is hold one cable on the first pin, the first sort of chrome bit at the end there, and then obviously you can put it say on the top here. It doesn't really matter where it goes as long as it's on the same pin. It's on the top there, and then obviously the unit beeps. Connect the probe onto the second pin. Second pin, it's not connected, so it should do nothing. Third pin, and then third pin on there, and so on and so forth, and check all the pins, because that literally caused me about an hour's work, because it looked like it was in and it wasn't in. It's only when say Geoff suggested something about checking out something else that I thought, oh, I'll just double check that. Oh yeah, look, it's not pressed in fully. I mean, it looked exactly the same, but it hadn't spliced properly. So another go on this, check it all out, sweet. Yeah, so hopefully this is useful. So there's definitely some work to be done, definitely some lots of things to be aware of. I also put on things like this sticker here onto them, so if someone in the future comes to have a look at this C5 because it packs up, for example, they'll be like, oh, why is that cut? They'll see the sticker, they realise hopefully we've done some research, we've removed a few bits and pieces, and obviously in this one here there's a sticker on the back as well, identifying the different chip. So yeah, it's all good. So really the modification here for the C5 loom is just to cut this one here, and then that can just go straight in. Cool. I hope that's of use to people. Shows a few pitfalls, but ultimately this to replace a faulty ULA is an amazing thing for us in the C5 Owners Club. So thank you to the guy who designed it originally, and to Geoff who sort of taken this forward and provided this to us. It's been incredibly useful. Lovely. Cheers.